Well, here's an interesting thread I found on Twitter. Let's pore over it. I've been looking much more closely at Evan Rachel Wood's Phoenix Act as a charitable organisation, and there are a lot of red flags. Let's discuss. Okay. It says 100% of donations go towards ensuring survivors of domestic violence get basic rights through the Phoenix Act in all 50 states of the United States. To start, my professional background includes over 10 years in the field of non-profits and development. Upon reviewing Evan Rachel Wood's Phoenix Act credentials, fundraising tactics and public records, I have suspicions about the authenticity of them as an organisation. The Phoenix Act as an organisation received tax exemption status from the IRS, with Evan Rachel Wood cited as the principal officer and a main address located in Pasadena, California. For those not familiar, to maintain tax-exempt status with the IRS, charitable organisation needs to publicly file their financial statement annually. Evan Rachel Wood filed a 990N in 2019, 2020 and 2021. So there they are. Gross receipts no greater than 50 grand. There must be more to the story. A 990N postcard is reserved only for non-profit organisations who have raised under 50 grand in annual revenue, and it shares limited financial information with the public compared to a typical 990. There's not as much transparency. Transparency for non-profits is essential. Another widely respected best practice is to share an annual report that highlights how donations are accumulated and allocated. No annual report has been published by Evan Rachel Wood or the Phoenix Act since receiving tax-exempt status. Dun dun dun. The plot thickens. To review the communications and fundraising strategies employed by the Phoenix Act, I took as deep a dive as possible on their website. Immediately, you'll notice the link to a Squarespace donation page has been deleted. Yep, I did double check that, just so you know. Confused, I visited the Twitter account formerly associated with the Phoenix Act website. The last tweet from the movement was a retweet in September 2020 with a GoFundMe link. I also visited the Instagram account linked from Evan Rachel Wood's Phoenix Act website and found its last post was shared in August 2020. Next, I dove down Twitter and found that on September 12, 2020, Esme Bianco was asking for donations to the Phoenix Act. Ilma Gore retweeted them. The link is to GoFundMe, an unregulated platform not typically used by accredited non-profits. So there you go. Esme Bianco, we are working to pass legislation in every state, but we need your help. Your donations will help support our ongoing efforts to break the cycle of violence. We are always looking for survivors and allies across the country who want to join our team. You can sign up at phoenixact.com or email mitch@thephoenixact.com. Esme and Ilma Gore's tweets sent an alert off in my head as they also listed an email for Mitch. I suspect he must be the Mitch Emerson Blair Burke sworn statement cites as linked to the FBI agent Evan Rachel Wood named on the forged letter she filed in the LA Superior Court. Interesting. Around February 3rd, 2022, I spoke to Agent Langer again. During this call, Agent Langer also confirmed that there was in fact no active criminal investigation of Mr. Warner being conducted by the FBI. Discussing the letter again, Agent Langer stated that she had a suspicion of how her name had been wrongfully used. Two individuals, Mitch Emerson and Kelly Bullschild, had previously contacted her office to report a crime unrelated to Mr. Warner. Like Gore, Emerson and Bullschild are involved with the Phoenix Act, so there you go. We will get to reading these documents that Manson's team has filed. According to LinkedIn, Mitch Emerson names himself as the executive director for the Phoenix Act, and that he started this position in January 2020. He is based out of Florida, not the Phoenix Act's home state of California. From 10 plus years of non-profit experience, I can say with confidence that Mitch Emerson is the first executive director for an organisation I've seen that has no record of interfacing with the public on behalf of the charity, nor is he listed on the website of IRS filings. Is it normal for an organisation's executive director only to be publicly named as such on his self-written LinkedIn profile, and a civil suit filing related to a fake FBI investigation? No. I'm going to have to take her word for it because I have no experience in this at all. Next I turn to Kelly Blouse. She is not listed... Is it Blouse or Blouse? I don't know. She is not listed on the Phoenix Act organisation or website, but names herself as the organisation's Communications and Legislative Affairs Liaison. Like Mitch, Kelly Blouse is based in Florida, not the Phoenix Act's home state of California. She assumed her position before graduating college from the University of Central Florida. She later received her BA in 2021. Kelly reports her job duties for the Phoenix Act include managing their communication strategy and social media. Let's remember the social media profiles linked from the organisation's website went silent in late summer 2020. Kelly is active on Twitter to this day. In September 2020, she published her last visible Phoenix Act fundraising efforts on social media, sharing an unregulated GoFundMe link and subtweeting celebs like Kathy Griffin asking for donations. I work for an organisation called Phoenix Act. We pass laws to protect domestic violence survivors with things like extending the statute of limitations. We are completely survivor-led and we need to raise funds to continue. Please donate and share. Hi John, I'm a survivor and I work for the Phoenix Act. The bill Evan is testifying for in that video. We are a completely survivor-led organisation trying to pass meaningful legislation. It would be enormous help if you could donate or share this. She's obviously reaching out to lots of different people. Hi Kathy, I'm a survivor and I work for the Phoenix Act. I'm so honoured to work alongside one of my role models, Esme Bianco, as a member of the Phoenix Act team. We are a completely survivor-led organisation, blah blah blah. So she is reaching out to a lot of people looking for donations. It seems to me the issue is indeed with the using a GoFundMe to raise the money. Fall 2020 was an interesting time to go dark on fundraising and communication efforts for the Phoenix Act as an organisation. Ilma Gore was on an outreach mission to former Marilyn Manson contacts on behalf of Evan Rachel Wood to get a group together. Hey, this is random and completely uncalled for, but my name is Ilma. You're just going to be worried when someone actually calls themselves out right before they do the very thing that they're calling out. I'm a friend of Evan Rachel Wood and I help run the Phoenix Act. I just wanted to reach out and say there is a group of survivors of violence here with similar experiences, and if for whatever reason you never wanted to talk about what I do for Phoenix or even just touch base to be connected to everyone else at the very least, know that you can at any point. Wow. I'll be really candid with you. I run Phoenix alongside Evan Rachel Wood. We ran into lots of teenagers being groomed by adults in the music industry. Evan, ex-staff and other speak about the groupie video. We know it isn't released because the girl is underage and the content that is in it horrifies people. I don't think it's right for it to be shown to people, and it still is. I believe it is Jeanette in the video. The video groupie, huh? Let's go and have a look. Marilyn Manson. Groupie video. The short film has never been released.
Shit right there. It's mold. This right here. It's unbelievable. How do you feel? Better now? Probably a lot better. He's in. Who's down there on the floor? What is that? Twiggy painting, and in the other room we have he's in there puking too. That's what the chain reaction. Manson puked all over the floor. So Twiggy saw it. He came in here and puked.
I'm saying security over right now.
Yeah, he's like literally. What's up?
What the hell did you guys do?
I don't know.
And then you think you're gonna get married and you're gonna have a happy family and you're gonna live. Sit down. Shut up and sit down. Sit still. Sit still. Sit still. Shut up.
Jesus loves me from the Bible tells me so.
Sing it.
Yes, Jesus loves me from the Bible tells me so.
Okay. That's the video she's referring to. Back to the story. Ilmagore's outreach was for a clear purpose. October 21 filming for Evan Rachel Wood's Phoenix Rising documentary. If the act and its purpose was so important, why did they choose September 2020 as the end date for public outreach on behalf of the Phoenix Act? Well, that's a good question. Why? Was the Phoenix Act's mission dead in September 2020 with nothing to talk about from that point on? No. In January 2021, a bill was introduced to the New York State Senate that was sponsored by Senator Kevin Parker. Introduced by Senator Parker, read twice and ordered printed, blah blah. An act to amend the criminal procedure law in the executive law in relation to enacting New York State Phoenix Act. Okay, it was January 27th. The Phoenix Act continued to move through the legislative process in New York and was passed by the state Senate on May 2021. No word on any of this from the organisation's website, social media or communications liaison, Kelly Blouse. The Phoenix Act stalled in the New York State General Assembly, but had a new life breathed into it in January through to April 2022. Delivered to Assembly, passed Senate, advanced to third hearing, second report, first report, referred to codes. I mean, I've supported this act all the way through. I don't support what they're doing to Manson, but I do support the act. At this time, the Phoenix Act was reported to be the main subject of Evan Rachel Wood's Phoenix Rising documentary that aired at Sundance Film Festival January 20 to 30 in 2022. Great PR opportunity for the organisation, but no word from Mitch or Kelly on this. Evan Rachel Wood then visited New York State for television appearances. Perfect opportunity to advocate for the Phoenix Act's status in the State General Assembly. Instead, she spread verified lies about Marilyn Manson. Still no word from Mitch or Kelly. So, what is going on? The Phoenix Act organisation maintains tax-exempt status with the IRS. Alleged executive director and communications liaison don't appear to be employed anywhere, but also aren't advocating for the Phoenix Act. They're not on there, are they? And those are the records again. The Phoenix Act website does not publish the 990N to provide transparency for any donors. There's no board of trustees and apparently no official oversight for the organisation at all. Principal owner, Evan Rachel Wood's Phoenix Act, is not an accredited charitable organisation by the Better Business Bureau. Wow. Interesting. The Phoenix Act, as an organisation, has not submitted the basic documentation to Charity Navigator. Well, this is all homework I didn't do. The Phoenix Act as an organisation is flag after flag after flag. What were they collecting donations in September for when the principal owner Evan Rachel Wood's work since October 2020 has been very well documented and not advocating for legislation but instead for herself? Question mark. The Phoenix Act as an organisation has offered zero transparency while maintaining tax exemption. I'm left with more questions than answers. Questions I can't even submit via their website because the contact form is broken and there is no other provided means of contact. Anyway, I thought that you would find that all very interesting, but just a little aside from the topic.